Welcome back to the channel, guys. So you know Tanto Black say rich, real rich. You see me I say there are many affluent, wealthy communities in Jamaica, but this will be a collection of the wealthiest, the biggest, most posh houses in the island. I mean, there are many houses in Jamaica that have made the American series Cribs. You understand? Or how I'm living. Many Jamaicans are living lavishly. Soon forward. So it says, here are the richest neighborhoods in Jamaica. The first one is Cherry Gardens, with some homes that are upwards of US 1 million. You have 100 Jamaican, about 135 million Jamaican dollars. That, you know, Cherry Gardens is one of the most coveted neighborhoods in Jamaica. See? The next one is Jack's Hill. And it has a here, so Jack's Hill, which is located in Upper St. Andrew, could have been featured on MTV's Cribs. I'm going to tell us that many houses in Jamaica have been featured on that show, you know. Next, you have Iron Shore in St. James. It says, head east to the Sangsters International Airport along the coast, and you will find a stretch of beach speckled with golf courses, all-inclusive resorts, high-end condos, and expensive shopping. Here you will find Iron Shore, about 8 kilometers east of Montego Bay, is the epicenter of this little window of luxury. Then you have the lagoons in St. James. It says the lagoons is an enclave of ultra high-end homes and apartments in a peninsula close to the Montego Bay Yacht Club. The neighborhood offers a shared outdoor swimming pool, 24-hour security, plus tennis courts and a fitness center. Quarter-acre lots, and listen to this now, you know, start at US $500,000. And some of the most expensive homes can be valued as high as 3.25 million. And we are talking about US, you know. Restaurants and bars and other high-end developments can be found within just 1 kilometer. And Montego Bay City Center is only 10 minutes drive away and 3 kilometers from the airport, making this neighborhood one of the most sought after western end of Montego Bay. You have Treasure Beach in St. Elizabeth coming up next. And these are not in any particular order. It says Treasure Beach is a gem for locals in search of the offbeat path. This is perhaps the most authentically charming and relaxing place in Jamaica. Located in Jamaica's southwest, this quiet town is highly sought after by the elite. Next, you have Spring Farms in Montego Bay. The neighborhood of Spring Farm is an ultra-exclusive, very high-end area in the hills above and very close to the Half Moon Resort, a spectacular luxury complex nestled on a 2-mile beach outside of Montego Bay. Home in this area between 1 and 2.5 million US dollars. Then you have Narbrook, the great Narbrook. For a suburb, it is the closest thing you will get to Goldilocks Zone in Kingston. It's prestigious and definitely home to some of the most expensive houses in Jamaica. Then you have D-Bay, Discovery Bay in St. In 1492, Christopher Columbus ship docked in this very cove that today we find an area referred to by locals as Millionaires Row, for the plethora of ultra-modern luxury homes situated on this shoreline. Then we have Greenwich, which is in the Blue Mountains in St. Andrew. High in the hills of the Blue Mountains lies the private homes in the community of Greenwich that are idyllic for enjoying and exploring. Near the Newcastle Soldier Camp, a 3,500 feet just below Catchings Peak, these homes offer the very best in fresh mountain air, thrilling panoramic views, and the gardens that are pure delight. Many have visited and felt as though they were at heaven's doorstep. You have Sanson in Portland, Situated on the island's northeast coast in an area dubbed Jamaica's Riviera, the neighborhood of Sansan sits on the mouth of the Blue Lagoon, the site of many Hollywood films. Luxury villas on this strip ranges from between 800,000 to $2 million US. You have Trial in Hanover, so we have quite a few on the western, quite a few out in the western end of the island in the Montego Bay and area there. It's for the pinnacle of luxury living situated along the northwestern corridor of Jamaica. People can find Georgian-style great houses and ultra-luxurious private villas in the parish of Hanover. Most properties look out over a legendary championship golf course to breathtaking views of the Caribbean Sea. Homes ranges from 500,000 for a one-bedroom villa to upwards of 7.5 million, possibly the highest anywhere in Jamaica. People that about US right here, so I don't want to feel like a Jamaican dolly. Then you have the Golden Triangle in Kingston. It is also one of the most expensive areas to live in Kingston, and several embassies are located in the area, as well as diplomatic residences. The Golden Triangle's reputation came about because it is in close proximity to New Kingston, as easy access to the port, and traditionally it was where the very well-off to do lived. The lots are much larger compared to other Kingston neighborhoods. Vale Royal is located here, and Vale Royal is the home of the Prime Minister, which is a charming and the official residence of the Prime Minister. It does add so much more to the area. It's a piece of history. We have Manor Park and Waterworks adjacent to some of the other neighborhoods on the list. This area is central, lively and prestigious. Then you have Millsboro in proximity to Jack's Hill. Not only is it a great location in Kingston, but it also has some great views. You have Stone Hill, very popular one, with breathtaking views and US 1 million plus homes. Stone Hill is definitely a neighborhood anyone from around the world would aspire to be in. Smoky Vale. I lived in Smoky Vale for over 2 years, but I was the poorest person up there, and it's really that is me never own a house up there, so nobody get the wrong idea. You understand? So it's Smoky Vale and Cooper's Hill together. And even though I lived in Smoky Vale, I've never been to Cooper's Hill now. So although tucked high away up on the hill, these areas boast some of Jamaica's most sought after real estate. The next one is Beverly Hills. This area has been elite since the 1970s and 1980s, and today it continues to be a great area for people. There's a final one, which is Mandeville. Mandeville is not necessarily a community neighborhood, but it says it is not a neighborhood, but it's definitely worth adding as a prime location for many Jamaicans from the diaspora who return home. Mandeville is a great mixture between the hustle and bustle of the capital city, Kingston, and the beauty of the rural areas of the country.
Them preach and preach, the poor but they go beat and teach. See them so me see, beat and teach. So beat and teach, so beat and teach, beat and teach, beat and teach.
So babes, Jamaica can rival the world in sports, it can rival the world in tourism, it can rival the world in music and lead in many of these areas that I mentioned, in food, in culture. But one of the areas that we feel to pay attention to is the real estate sector, the housing sector. Jamaica, some Jamaicans have mansions, fabulous dwellings, you understand, worthy of any place in the world. Zane, so I know so many of our bars say things rough and things tough, but you have Jamaicans who have managed to eke out a living for themselves. They have done very well for themselves and their family, and they have invested in housing. They can't lose out of housing. You understand? Housing price don't really depreciate, especially considering the areas I just mentioned. So it is a massive investment. So it is just an indication that possible, you understand, many Jamaicans start out from humble beginnings and they are able to acquire property in some of the most affluent areas in the nation. So if we look upon and say the thing possible. See, so what me say now, man, Jamaica, we not worth we're better than many places. You understand? So you would simply know say as long as them can conceive it, them can achieve it. As long as they're willing to make the sacrifice and put in the work and save and have a vision and have encouraging and strong people around you. You understand what I say? This is Steve saying, how I'm living, humble right now, but we work on it. I'm out.
Remember to like, share, subscribe. This is Steve saying, until next time, walk good.